go, you know, this could be a game 10 that lasts 30 minutes, or it could be a game 5 that lasts 10 minutes. You never know with these two. But the big thing is, you already know that Mars, off stream, immediately thought about, what did I get caught by Light? And Light's got to be the one to answer and make sure he replicates the same success that we saw in Winners Finals.
Just like that. Lots of action out the gate. Nair, oh my god, chasing him on the platform when those Nair, trying to carry him all the way to the right side of the stage and set up a ledge trap. Light looking ever so good, but on the same vein. Taking a look at Mars here, trying to get a little bit of something started. This could be a good start. He actually liked that he mashed the Nair out of tumble there, so he didn't get caught into a tech chase scenario.
That's a big thing, like just knowing where you can avoid getting hit by a possible tumble, because that usually leads to a stock loss. Light almost covering him with the jump back on with that back air, and Mars also holding his ground, trying to force him to run to the side. If he pulled that trigger, he would have been able to get him with the boost kick, but Light holding his ground.
And that's something we're actually going to see a lot between these two. Is something I noticed at the last set as well, is that Mars is always going to run into the shield of Light and just opt not to grab, because he'd rather the shield go down and then force him and punch the option after that to secure the KO.
Yeah, and you can drag people along the way, so you literally run into them and push them. And as we saw with that first stock, all it takes is just that one whiff and that one quick mistake for Mars to come in and capitalize.
Just like that, Mars starting out the gate with a little bit of a lead, looking for a little bit more. Jab, 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 racking up that damage. It's up to Light now to find the spack air by the ledge here, or get like a down air or Nair up smash.
Yeah, he's looking for it, and you see that he's trying to get like something off the ledge, but finally send him at a very bad angle. However, Mars still holding on to that stock even after that parry down smash.
ZSS, baby. Able to recover from just about anywhere as long as she has all of her tools at her disposal, but Light still can't seem to find that last hit. This is a very healthy stock for Mars. Oh no, wow, yo. He's like, man, I need to get my snapback reduction done or something, because how he turned around there, I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was meant to be a back throw, but he just pre-buffered it input and ended up aiming the other way. So that's going to cost him the first stock there, but in exchange for 101% on Light's second stock already. Here we go. What is a percent lead? Never mind. He's gonna whip the up tilt. Gonna end up getting closed out by yet another boost kick.
There we go. Coming down here, jabbing on the platform. Wants to get down to try to a falling Nair. Manages to find a couple hits right there as he forces his way back in the center, but he gets shielded by Mars, who punishes with his frame one option. This is gonna be good for Light, but not enough to KO. Oh, it did KO. Wow, I thought he was gonna go ahead and drift to the side a little bit.
I was gonna say excellent for Light in the fact that ended up closing it out there, because if he didn't, he would have been forced to have to chase him down just a little bit longer, but excellently closed out, and now we're looking at a much more even game.
Okay, and just like that, bringing it back, man, especially since Mars had quite a bit of a lead amassed for himself, but now able to fight that down air is such a cheeky option, but I love the way he uses it.
And all right, that's going to be game number 1 going to Mars right there. But Mars did such a good job of conditioning Light there, because he hit him with at least 4 of the frame 1 jabs in the scrambles, right? So after it got to the point where Light should have been the one to win the scramble, going for the jab because it looked like he was ahead of him, already had the short hop down arrow out of the way. He knew after that moment, it's like, hey, you are getting frustrated because you're boxing with me. Now I'm going to shut you down and get this off. Ended up leading to a stock later on.
And that's always what's so fun to watch about these two, because Mars, his reaction time isn't the best. It's all right, you know, it's not terrible.
He's a read monster.
It's not the best, but he will condition you like crazy. We even saw that in the first set that we watched, where he tried to react on one of the Town and City platforms with the dash grab, and he was so late, it was kind of pathetic.
Yeah, and meanwhile, like you have like 2 polar opposites, and yet they seem so similar.
Right.
Because like Mars is so good at getting consistent reads. Oh, that's almost a stock, but Light's getting able to get by. Meanwhile, Light, though, is just a reaction machine. Every time he has a setup where he's going off of intuition a lot and just mix-ups that he's so used to. If you are not ready and you buffer something too early, you will get punished.
Just like that, man. It's always interesting to watch how he's able to recognize what Mars is trying to do to him and adjusting his game plan ever so slightly. Wow, actually clashing with the plasma whip there. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, Light looking for the early jump from Mars there, but Mars delaying his recovery just enough. Oh, and goes for a roll trying to get out of there. I think he was assuming that he was going for a boost kick, not an up smash there, and that's going to end up catching him on the roll. Going to get the stock.
I like that. Good trade for Light, because it keeps Mars in the air here, gives him another chance. Wow, just like gave him a nice cut. You know what I mean? Like the ponytail lost a couple of hairs there, but it looks like Mars will be able to hold on to the stock a little while longer.
And look, Mars also holding on a little longer there too, just barely missing the air dodge read. Light had the call, Light going for up smash on the other end is going to cost him yet another punish.
Okay, nice grab from Mars here. Trying to go ahead and chase down Light, but wow. Okay.
I actually like the idea there too. After canceling a couple, kind of throws off your reaction. It's like, wait, hold up, what's going on? Where are you going? But Light held his ground, able to get that back here. Light needs to get, this is a perfect position for it. If he can keep him under a platform like this, he can definitely get a quick arc bear string, and you know he's looking to keep him here.
Right, especially Light. I know he's been going for those falling up airs a little bit more now to get an extended combo. If he finds one of those on a Mars, it's going to be a lot of damage in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, Ledge Trap's going to end after he got the roll on, but Light still holding on his second stock. Going to find the window of opening, and he's going to get the tech chase read and close out the second stock.
And great thing about that as well is the position and where he found that down air was so close to the ledge that he's going to start rolling, run into a wall, and it's going to look like he's rolling in place. So it actually gives Light a little bit of extra time to say, hey, I can punish this with an up smash, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, and an immediate rebuttal coming in from Mars there to get this down to one stock apiece once again. You just don't get to hold the lead for too long when it comes to these two. And he goes for the early back throw.
That is so cheesy.
It's so hard to react to when you're trying to land like that too. Like he's constantly going for a hitbox in that situation, but instead, kind of frame trapped him into going for that grab instead. And what was that, like 46%?
I know, and the crazy thing is that for Mars, whenever he grabs Light, yeah, sure, it's never going to lead to a guaranteed KO, but you never even know which grab he's going to do. You know what I mean? Like, he gets these DI mix-ups on the grab where it's like, all right, is he trying to force me into a hard knockdown? I want a DI for that. And in a scenario like that where he goes for the back throw and you think he's going to forward throw and try to chase you down, it's like, damn, man, I didn't guess right this time around.
Word of the evening is frustrating. That is so difficult to like usually bounce back from as a player, especially when you had a really good match and now Mars is taking a 2-0 lead. So see if Light, he's been feeling himself throughout top 8. Like the music's really been kicking for him, but you can see he's getting a little bit more serious in the way he's playing right now. He's starting to turn it up, and he wants to make sure that he shuts down Mars as quick as he can.
Here we go, Rapid Jazz gonna give him a little bit of extra damage. He's like, man, I cannot allow it to slip away like this. But Mars with a very aggressive fight back from the ledge with that up air, just not allowing Light to kind of just keep the pressure going.
Very good positional awareness from Mars a second ago, too. He air dodged away, and right there, too, positioning himself perfectly to get that back air. But he mitigated so much damage by air dodging away to only take a throw after that illusion, where that could have easily been a lot more damage.
I think we actually saw Light try to fall through the platform, maybe go for a down air, ended up getting that down smash, which ended up looking a little bit weird, got him punished by an up smash from Mars, but he's still fighting his way back here, 121 and counting. He's been able to find these back airs here pretty well. Just wait out, bait it out, and then go for the up smash out of shield. That's actually great, too, because before we would see Light kind of bait the parry, right, on the get-up attack, but this time around, he actually just held shield, and I think it actually threw Mars off a little bit.
Yeah, slowly walked up to him, too, to do it, and that up B's not going to kill just yet, but another one of those is going to cost Light his stock, and you saw Mars was already ready to punish that fair. He was going for the jump, but Light was able to come out on top.
Wow, and the last couple lingering hits of the up smash actually going to confirm the KO from Mars. And man, this match has not even been going for that long. Just look how much has occurred already. The last stock for Light here on the verge of a reset. He's unable to find something out here, but this is an amazing start. This string is crazy.
How many donations do you think we could get to the stream for being a part of Games Done Quick? Because we have been just blitzing through this grand finals set already. Just the way that these two play, it's all about the speed run. It's all about staying in the face, making sure things are shut down, and if Light can close out the stock right here, he could be in a much better position. But Mars still holding on to a second stock.
All right, man, just to get that landing there onto Mars' shield and then immediately cross up with the roll, allowing Mars not to get any punish whatsoever, crossing him up. But still, Mars, he's going for these forward throws. He's like, he knows that this percent is going to lead to a hard knockdown, and in that way, he can go ahead and extend the pressure.
Yeah, Light finally finding his way in the opening there. Like you said, Mars is trying to just continuously space out to extend that pressure so he can hold on as much as he can. But still, very comfortable here at 74%. It's not anything to a Light string, but up B, the boost kick, not going to take it just yet. One more of those, though, is going to be bad, and there it is right there. But he caught him at the very end. Light still holding on.
How he's going to get back on the stage, just rolls in the center, still on the defensive, can't find a way out the corner, just runs up and grabs him, says, you know what, I'm going to be commanding here, and just like that, is able to get a juggle scenario. Hold on, this is not done yet.
You know things are going good for Light when he starts getting a lot more of those grabs at the end. He doesn't get the tumble he was looking for, and doesn't get the fall up in there. Once again, down air just not working, and now Light has to work that much harder. He had 3 situations where he had the right call. Is this going to be it, though? And doesn't get it, and Mars doesn't pull the trigger. Somehow both are still alive.
Wow, and it is starting to get to him. He's like, man, I'm so close, but he is biding his time. A lot of jump in, double jump out. Trying to bait something out from Mars, but he is not biting. I love that he went for that shine saw there. Is he alive? He is not.
Got to close it out. Light is going to end up going down 3-0 in the reset. Mars going to put himself into a position where he could potentially take this tournament. But that last situation right there, too, where he just missed the lingering hit of that side B, he jabbed him once. And then he immediately threw it out again. Because, all right, you were probably going to assume that I'm either going to go for a grab here or I'm going to just go for like a jump read because I just hit you with one stagger and you got kill percent against the wall. Nope, instead I'm going to space you out, go for another lingering hit, caught the spot dodge. That was a great closeout from Mars. Going into game number 1 of the reset.
But you have to feel kind of crummy if you're Light right here. You just beat this guy on the winner's side of bracket. Granted, it was game 5, and it was almost a reverse 3-0 to some degree. Now this time, the first set, unable to even get a game, and now in a reset, the momentum is all in Mars' court.
And now we're seeing a lot more down tilt strings out of Light. He's starting to catch some of the windows opportunity where he can. And I like the fact that he's just cashing out damage where where it's available. Get these up smashes so he can get the damage on rather than try and chase, because he hasn't been able to get the big damage off of Mars the way he's been looking. Trying to bait out the get up attack, just barely missing. And the tech in place, gonna end up getting punished, but Mars still holding on to that stock.
Just like that, using the Zaire from ledge to once again aggressively fight his way back on the stage. And for Light, he never really knows what's coming. He knows there's a very good chance he's going to jump, but he's going to flip kick back on the stage. Is he going to jump into an aerial? Is he just going to try to cross me up? He doesn't really know, so he's always guessing. And he does a pretty good job, but this time around, it allows Mars to get a little bit more footing, but not enough. He's still able to find that KO with that forward smash. Light now with a little bit of a lead.
Very similar in the same situation where if Light whiffs an out smash, he's going to pay for it. Whenever Mars whiffs a throw, he's also going to pay for it hard. Mars looking for a kill there, not able to get it. And almost getting him, but Light has just gotten so much better at that DI. However, the plasma whip just looking so good every time he tries to land in front of him.
And I feel like for Light as well, he's starting to remember some of the things that he wanted to apply in his head-to-head versus... Oh my god, hold on, pause. Is he just dead? Okay, I was about to say. Anyway, he's starting to remember some of the things he's been trying to apply in his head-to-head versus Mars. We didn't see at all in that winner set, kind of the single hit falling forward there. That can lead to some crazy conversions. Now he's been throwing it out a little bit more, saying, oh wait, this is something I forgot I had. And now you can see he's adding more layers to the neutral game.
There we go. Mars going to get the landings there to try and keep that pressure up. And something we were talking about before in previous tournaments, Mars makes that plasma whip look so good, but also his usage of Zaire on landing against aggro players like Light, who normally you don't get those opportunities because things like that happen. He's going to end up losing it to a down air into an up smash.
And I think in scenarios like that, too, it's Mars thinking, all right, I think he's going to go for Nair. I'm going to try to parry it. He lets go early, and then the other hits of the down air connect, and then he gets hit by the follower. Yeah,
that's how it's supposed to look when you need to work in the moments you you have to have it happen. He's going to follow the air dodge, though, and Light actually going to make it by.
Oh, wow, what a grab from Mars there. Goes for the DI mix-up with that back throw. See if he can maybe get a raw back here to secure the KO, but Light still in it, and has a nice stock to boot as well.
That's very similar to what we saw against Rafi, where he went for the throw immediately. He's like, okay, you may have DI'd this correctly, but you coming back down kind of quick. I want to make sure I cover that up air. I'm in a safe position, and you're not going to like this.
It's always the second layer of offense that you have to worry about. All right, if the up throw doesn't kill, that's fine. I'm going to shark you immediately after, and you need to be ready for that as well, because otherwise you're going to have a bad time.
Oh, and as soon as he ripped that jump, as soon as he saw the moment of opportunity was there, he just barely misses going for the up smash. Now Mars looking for an opportunity to try and take this game away. The boost kick isn't going to do it just yet. Light only has like one more opportunity.
Oh, what a great fastball from Light, but he's dead.
That move steals games. And Mars is going to be enjoying that for sure. Not only does it get those early spikes, but it takes away a ledge trap that you thought you might have had because it grounds you out. And Mars is going to put himself on the board. Game 1 going to him in the reset.
And just like that, that is 4 straight games unanswered by Light. Mars completely writing the script here saying, listen, I want to go home. I got Rachel in the back. It's time to get out of here, man. He's trying to quickly wipe, just wipe him, man.
He's trying to
wipe that ass, man.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going with that, but luckily for Light, I happen to be the one bringing him home, and I'm okay with watching him get this all the way to get the run back. But here's the thing, though. With the way that Mars was able to close that game out, you know, normally you're in a pretty good headspace with the way you were playing in that set by comparison to the previous one. but that's frustrating. After losing to that flip kick at the end, it's like, all right, what do I need to do to make sure I don't get cheated out of this game? And he's got to work really hard, but Mars, man, once again, just keeping that same combo breaker pressure on.
And just like that, it's like old demons resurface themselves again, right? We hadn't seen that down here, admittedly, for a while. Even in that last game, maybe threw it out once or twice. We really hadn't seen it like that. And just like that, he brings it back out right when Light's forgetting about it. You know what I mean? It's so annoying. It feels like he has to keep everything in his head at all times. And there's just so many layers. He needs to find another answer.
It's like watching professional magicians at work. You got to save your best tricks for last. You can't be giving up the same options all the time. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere with these two. But luckily for Mars, he's still keeping his face right on that screen, even after taking the boots to it quite a few times.
Yeah, just 119 Bless hanging on the ledge here. And it looks like Light trying to find the answer. He's just going to flip kick his way back to stage. And I like that he's patient with it, right? Because what if he had landed on that platform? That's going to look really stupid when you miss that punish. He's like, all right, I'm going to take my time, wait to see where he lands, and then I'm just going to go ahead, line it up, secure the KO.
Yeah, he's going to secure the KO there with that back air as well. And also something with the game, too. You wait for them to land. A lot of people get too antsy to go for those kills. You can't run through anybody anymore. So you wait for that landing with that end lag. But there ain't no end lag coming through this that can save you. That flip kick, once again, like we talked about before, going to close out yet another early stock.
And it's just like that, man. Like, there's so much going on so quick. We talk about one thing, another thing has already happened. Literally one interaction and the stock was gone before we even got to talk about it. That's how explosive it is when these two play.
And it's like, what do you even do there? He was looking for yet another nair to flip kick, but he already had the option covered when he would land if he missed it to go for the parry and the boost kick. Mars just seems to be working on all cylinders right now. He's got a real bead on Light, but Light gonna get himself into a position that looks much better.
And I love that little dash back from Light as well, that forward smash not KOing, but he had just narrowly moved himself out of the hitbox of the falling forward air from Mars to go ahead and get that first forward smash.
Oh, Light is currently getting red on a lot of these landings here when he's expended his second jump. Wait, really?
Wow. That's crazy.
What? I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, he not only did he get grounded, he just straight up died off the side.
Off the corner, bro.
All right, then. So Mars is going to continue to cruise along with this flip kick, continuing to just get all these victories where he needs it the most. Currently unanswered. 5 games to 0.
Like, 6-0? Like, I only like 6-0s when I'm playing Smogon online. You know what I mean? Hey, I get that sword dance. All right, I sweep. That's a 6-0. It's not supposed to be in my smash, man. But just like that, man, we could be on the cusp of that if Light cannot find the answer.
Mars on his way to get banned from OU momentarily.
Man, he's Darmanitan right now.
Rest in peace to the boy. That's why we play VGC.
Hey, facts.
Light currently, though, just trying to make sure that he could get himself back into this tournament, but he is getting just controlled on all this ledge trap, this entire route he's taking. Like, Mars just looking so crisp. This is really rough for Light right now.
And one thing I do want to point out is now that they've played this many games, like it's multi-set conditioning at this point. In the first couple sets, we'd see Mars run into the shield of Light and just pressure him, push him to the corner. This time around, we're seeing Light just actually grab him more. Or rather, we're seeing Mars grab him more. Just because it's like, all right, whatever. I'll take it. I'll up throw. I'll keep you in the skies. And I'll kill you up the top now. I don't actually care because I feel like I'm so far in your head. That doesn't matter.
And one of the things that's rough for Light, much like that stock being lost right there to the boost kick, is that you can't go with the can't play that you see him sometimes doing against, like, say, T, where he'll start shooting the lasers out to slow the pace of the game down, to change up the way they react. You can't do that against Mars and ZSS because he is perfectly content when you're throwing a laser for a second because he's going to run up and punish you.
And ZSS is just so fast. I mean, we saw Raffy try to slow it down with the Wario play, try to nair away, try to dash back, but just like that, he will just follow you all the way into the corner and say, oh, you feel stupid for putting yourself here now, don't you?
Exactly, and Mars, once again, hard punishing multiple times. That Light has been looking for the skill option, and he's going to illusion right into the boost kick. This is starting to look like an all-she-wrote night because Mars is cruising his way, and Light, once again, looking for that up smash, not able to get anything out of it.
Yeah, the boy is running out of steam here, finds that up smash, needs to bring it back now. Do it now, Gohan, because there's no other chance.
Yeah, otherwise you go into the next season and you become completely irrelevant.
I'm hit, man, yo. Mystic really only did so much.
Last thing, we don't want no great Saiyaman arc out of Light, please. Oh, Light, still extremely clutch. Very good at making a lot of comments, but the thing is, once just when you get to this point, when you're just reading everything, it's so rough to fight against Mars, especially with this stock up currently looking at what could be kill percent, getting the read on the jump with the boost kick.
Yeah, at this point now, especially around 90, it should KO if he doesn't buy the corner of the stage, unless he's able to get like a really chicken. Oh, he's dead. Oh, wow, he taunted him. Yo, the flex from Mars doing the pirouettes, and hey, your overclocked ultimate 4 champion is light. It's like Mars.
Hey, you know what? He hasn't closed out the stock just yet.
Hey,
he was definitely flexed out there.
No, he did.
All right, look, I done made the mistake, and I said with my mouth words that he didn't close out the stock yet, which means
it is what it is.
he had to close it out right away. And that, of course, is the closeout to the night of here at Overclock number 4. Mars is going to be your grand champion, taking it in a very dominant reset after what happened. And I mean, he looked good in game 1, but really things just started to derail fast.
And slipped away. And Paris has always been one of those players who the steam really does run out. There's a lot in the engine. It's been a long day. We've been here for a long time. But, man, with that said, first place Mars, second place Light, third Rafi X. So the top 3 in New England holding it down. Fourth place we had Sinji, and somewhere in like 5th and 7th. I know we have Kool-Aid and Jackal. And
I know that Juice is also in there. I believe he got 7.
Nuggets.
And Nuggets losing to late. And a lot of great runs from many other competitors as well. And the only way you get to keep track of that, if you didn't watch those matches